Honorable Rasamanikam, yes.
I think I am allowed to make a couple of clarifications on this matter because this is in response to a question that I raised under the Prime Minister's questions. So if you'd allow me, thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, for your response on this matter. However, Honorable Prime Minister, I would like to bring to your attention that almost 20% of your period of power that the public have given you is already over. 1 year is already gone. So after a year, we are speaking about your informing this House that the government is looking at a domestic mechanism, that you all are opposed to any international intervention only because you are saying that it will polarize communities and that it will create further issues within the country. Now, I disagree on that. To ensure that there is real reconciliation, the victim community must have a process that they believe in and they trust in for you to bring them on board. Now, you have refused that, you have rejected that, which means as a representative of the victim community, I express my disappointment because as a member of parliament representing the victim community, we were hopeful that this government at least will listen to the victim community and agree to a international mechanism. But anyway, I've made my point clear that we reject your proposal as a representative of the victim community, and we want an international investigation because we have no faith in the government of Sri Lanka's mechanisms, and that has been the position for 16 years since the end of the war. But since you mentioned about the domestic mechanisms, Honorable Prime Minister, how can you even say that the domestic mechanism will work when the Office of Missing Persons, the Honorable Minister of Justice is here, the Office of Missing Persons, the cadre that they require to function is 250 plus. But in a year since you've been in office, the cadre is still only at 29. Now the Onur, Minister, let me finish. Okay. Right, okay.
Honorable Member, can you please come to your clarification only?
Okay. No, the Minister spoke to me, so I can't, respectable Honorable Minister is saying something, I have to speak to him. Honorable Minister, I am not lying. I think you better spend some time in your ministry learning these numbers and figures without sitting here and, body shaming Honorable Chamara Sampath. Honorable Prime Minister, you need to look into that. Your Justice Minister body shamed Honorable Chamara Sampath. You spoke about people body shaming in the opposition. Your own Justice Minister yesterday body shamed Honorable Chamara Sampath. It's unacceptable.
Honorable
Yes, Deputy Speaker. Now the Onur, out of 59, there are only 13 staff members. Now, Honorable Prime Minister, the government is saying domestic mechanism. But within the domestic mechanism, you can speak to the OMP chair. I am not speaking out, pulling numbers out of thin air, right? So even the 129 million that was allocated as of 30th of June, only 36 million rupees was spent. So anyway, how would you address this, Honorable Minister? Now, we don't agree, but how are you, the TRC, all these things, a year later, are we going to go forward indefinitely for a justice matter that that is long overdue?
Honorable Prime Minister.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, as noted by the Honorable Member himself, we have only completed 20% of our time period. That means we have 80% time left to address all of these issues. So, so there is no problem with our position or with our strategies. We firmly believe that building trust among the victim community is a priority for us, and we understand the concerns, and the Honourable Member has the right to continue to raise these issues and to engage with us, which we welcome. But I think we have demonstrated over the past year our willingness to listen, our willingness to compromise on certain issues, and our willingness to also change tactics when and where necessary, and we will continue to do so. We will also continue to do so with the larger members of the community, of the victim community, who have also voted for us and are part of our constituency as well. But as citizens of this country, we take cognizance of all of their concerns. We understand why there has been an erosion of trust. We acknowledge that, but as a new government, we are committed to rebuilding that trust. We recognize that there are problems within local initiatives, but those are also being addressed. I request the Minister of Justice to respond to the issues pertaining to the institutions under his ministry, because those issues have also been addressed. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Justice, yes, you were named.
If the Minister can clarify both together, that will be useful, because the next one is...
Are you willing to take it, Honorable Minister?
I will. Right. Let me answer what is transpired so far. Thereafter, you can ask.
Okay, Honorable Minister, please.
Right. Right. Okay.
Okay, make it short, Honorable Rasamanikam.
Honorable Prime Minister, we appreciate your response. We thank you. We appreciate the work that this government is doing. We support you. We want to work with you. We want to help you. But we are worried that 20% of the time already lapsing, another 20% goes, another 20% goes, then the government staff will also start working accordingly. So we respect you. We have a lot of respect for you. For this government, we want to work with you, but we are trying to tell you what our requirement is, right? Now, with the Office of Reparations also, Honorable Prime Minister, we have concerns, even though as a representative of the victim community, the Tamil mothers have mostly rejected the Office of Reparations and said
Honorable
that they don't want...
Rasamanikam, you wanted to pose a question to our Honorable Minister of
Well,
Justice.
my question is to the Honorable Prime Minister. If she wants to delegate it to the
Yes.
Minister in charge, that's up to her. I didn't come to question the Honorable Justice Minister today. So, Honorable Prime Minister, the Office of Reparations also, in 2019, there was an agreement to pay the victims 200,000 rupees as a temporary allowance. Only 60 million or something was paid at the time, 153 families. In 2022, when Ali Sabri was minister, he offered 100,000. The victim community rejected that. Then they increased it to 200,000. That also was rejected. In the year of 2024, Honorable Deputy Speaker, a budget of 1,000 million was allocated for reparations and 800 million of that was spent, right? Now, again, let me emphasize this. The Tamil mothers have rejected this. I'm not saying this is their request, but still, since you are offering this as a domestic solution, which is my concern. Now, in the budget for 2025, 1,000 million was allocated. But as far as I am aware, not a single cent of that has been paid this year. Now, this is the information that I have. I am not the government, right? So, most of these mothers, Honorable Deputy Speaker, are mothers from before 2000. Right? Around 7,000 or 8,000 of them are from before 2000. Out of the 16,000 that have been registered. So some of them are members of the JVP. Now, Ranil Wickramasinghe has paid 800 million.
Honorable
right?
Rasamanikam,
Right?
can you come to your clarification, please?
Now, my question, Honorable
Yes,
Prime Minister, is on this background, you are a member of the Constitutional Council as well, right? The Office of Reparations, 2 members were recently recommended by the Constitutional Council to the Office of Reparations. Now, out of the 5, if these 2 recommended persons are appointed, 1 person already there, Palitha Fernando, is from a military background, right? And the 2 persons that you have recommended, the Constitutional Council, Joseph Terence Jnanam Samsundaram, right? He's a retired military officer. Then there's Vasanta Pereira, female, was attached to the Ministry of Defense. Now, both these people have had some military background and are opposed to, Tamil people are opposed to them. Now, 3 people out of 5, the Tamil people are opposed to. The victim committee is opposed. How would you justify the Office of Reparations working in this context? Along with that, Honorable Deputy Speaker, we have other concerns about even day-to-day activities like the Batiklo Medical Campus signboard being put up in Sinhala and not in Tamil. These are day-to-day issues. I will convey that to the Prime Minister in writing. So my primary concerns, Honorable Minister, my intention is not to push you against the wall and say that you haven't done things. My only intention is to work with you to resolve the issues of the victim community.
Honorable Minister.